Hello there, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we're going to be doing a full face of drugstore makeup. I picked up some new Covergirl at the drugstore, some things that I was just interested in trying. So that's what we're going to do today. If you're new here, my name is Laura. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel and joining us here. And with that, let's go ahead and do our makeup. Okay, so I was shopping for a couple of things, not makeup, but I can't walk into a drugstore without looking around and seeing what's new. And I've seen this, came across it at CVS, and I had some really good coupons. So I picked it up. It's the Covergirl Clean Invisible Foundation. Comes in a squeezy tube, and I looked on the back. And I've seen this, I've seen it used, but I haven't watched a video of someone who's actually used it yet. So I picked this up, and on the back, it says, it has a picture of their old foundation. If you've ever tried the Covergirl Clean Liquid Foundation, got it at Dollar General, it's impossible to get off these stickers, but it's got a picture of that, and it says, new look and now fragrance free. So if you've ever used this, you know it has the strongest smell on the planet. It doesn't bother me. I actually like the smell. Reminds me of Noxzema. If you've ever, used Noxzema back in the day, it's probably incredibly drying for your skin and not good, but I actually kind of like this. It doesn't break you out, but it sounds like they might have reformulated their old version. I think this is non-comedogenic, buildable coverage, skin-like finish, clean, lightweight formula. Yep, won't clog pores. Looks and feels like your skin, but better. So picked it up. I've used it a couple times, and I kind of like it. So we're gonna look at this today. We're gonna give it a try. Got the shade 105 Ivory. Ooh, and it might be a little bit light for me, but it turned out okay. And then in the Covergirl Clean, I wear Classic Ivory 110. I don't know that they actually line up, but we'll see. I'm going to pull my hair back here, and then I'm going to show you what they look like kind of side by side here. All right, so let's go ahead, just in case you've never used this. It's been around for forever. It has a twist off lid, and there's it's just this, you just pour it. It's not, there's no, it's very liquidy, no pump, nothing. You just have to pour it out. And it does smell just like Noxzema. So this one is fragrance free. Let's put a little bit beside it. So here's the original Covergirl, and here is the new. I don't want to use too much here, but see, it's a little bit thicker. Yep, completely different shade. I don't know how well, I think it oxidized a little bit, and it seemed okay. But I'm going to go in with the new one here today. I do have on all of my skincare sunscreen, all of that. I'm gonna grab my BK Beauty brush, 109. And let's go ahead in here. You're gonna see, I mean, it's a little bit light, but I think it oxidized a little bit and I could make it work. It's a completely different undertone too. This is a cool undertone, which I don't normally like, but it works, it's okay. It does look pretty skin-like. It's just kind of a natural finish. It's certainly not matte. It's maybe, I wouldn't call it dewy. It's kind of a similar finish to the e.l.f. Soft Glam, a little bit similar to this. Coverage isn't as good. This is a light, right now this is a pretty light coverage. You know what I'm gonna do? Let's go in on the other side. It's not the same color, but let's just for funsies go in on with the old one and just see after I wiped all that off. Let's just go see what we got here. Why not? Not go anywhere. Let's just see what this, if I can remind myself, because it's been a minute. That looks like. The finish is pretty similar. It's pretty similar. And I haven't done that yet. I haven't tried them side by side. I don't know why I didn't. But you know what? Let's just do it. Let's compare them. Why not? Contaminating using the same brush, but look exactly the same. The color's different, so we kind of have to ignore that. But this is exactly the same. It's interesting because they look the same, they feel the same, but the new one is thicker. It just feels like a different formula, but it looks exactly the same. Never mind the shade, because it's not the right shade over here, but actually it's not bad. I'm just gonna finish up this. Let's just do this side with the old one. Yeah, they feel the same. They feel absolutely no different. All right, let's go back up with just a little bit of the new one again. Ooh, okay, well. Yeah, it's just a little bit thicker. It's not running down my hand like the other one. Just kind of like I don't know. It's a lot less messy, that's for sure. Has anyone ever used these? Let us know down below in the comments. Have you used either of these before? I was very intrigued because despite the strong smell, I do like this. I used this when I wanted to use something that didn't break me out. All right, now let's just take a closer look here. They're both a light medium coverage. You can still see some freckles and things through it. The finish is exactly the same. I do, and judging by the back here, I don't know if you can see how it's got a picture of the old bottle and it says now fragrance-free, new look. I think it's meant to be the same thing, just reformulated. This is really nice, same thing. It's exactly the same. So that said, if you have tried this and you like this formula, if you can get past the smell, if you've used this but don't like the smell or the messy bottle, whatever, this looks exactly the same to me. I really do like it. I actually take this up under my eye. I don't normally do that, but this is just so light. And it's buildable. It's a little bit buildable. I'd call it a light medium, like I said, coverage, but clean and visible. It's covering a good bit. It's more on the light side. It's not a full medium coverage, but I like it. Have you tried it? Let us know down below. This again is the shade 105 Ivory. Wasn't sure this was gonna work for me. It's not bad. It oxidized just a little enough. And it says it's a warm neutral undertone. It's a little peachy. To me, it looks more cool tone, but maybe that's just me. I don't know. So, I like it. I think I paid a little bit more for it because it was CVS than I should have, but I had a really, really good coupon, a couple of really good coupons. So I basically got, because I went in and bought some allergy medicine, some other things, I basically got most of what I got for, I mean, it wiped it out, the coupons did. So anyway, all right, so there's the foundation. All right, moving on, let's go into concealer. Okay, so I'm pretty certain I decluttered the Covergirl concealer that I had. I didn't love it. It just, I don't know. It was I think it was the one that went with the CoverGirl and Olay, Ageless, Simply Ageless, maybe something like that. I didn't care for it. So let's just keep this drugstore. I think I'm gonna go into the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I am almost out of this. I'm trying to use this up. This is the shade Fair 110. And let's just use this up here. This is a good one. Been using this for years. Repurchased multiple times. This is such a good concealer. Goodness gracious. You forget how much you like the ones that have been sitting around, because I just like to try new things so much. I end up neglecting the good ones that I have. Yeah, I cross-contaminated a little bit. I didn't go into this video with the intention of using both, but I figured why not? New formula, old. They look exactly the same. All right, concealer, that is probably good enough. Before I go in with powder, I'm going to revisit something. I think I did a short on this, but I don't know that I ever reviewed it in a full video. This is the Maybelline Sun Kisser Blush. It's a liquid blush. I actually thought these were glosses until I picked them up and really looked at them. I have the shade 06 City Sizzle. And it is a doe foot applicator. This one is a little dark, but it's the lightest shade that I could find. It's a little darker than I normally go for, but it's kind of like a bronzer blush in one. I don't know if it's meant to be, but that's what it looks like to me. And I think they do have other shades that aren't this deep, if you have a lighter skin tone than I do, but this blends out pretty nicely. As you can see, I can actually even add a little bit more and build it up a little bit. It's kind of like I don't know, orangey, pinkish. I'm gonna try to keep this mostly to CoverGirl, but I wanted to go ahead and throw this in here because I don't think I've done a full video with it. But it's pretty. It's, I don't know if I'd use this in the winter because it's deeper than what I am used to. But none of the foundation's not coming up. It's laying very, very nicely over top. I would like to get a lighter shade though of this. This almost has like a, I don't know, orangey red, orange undertone to it, which I don't normally go for that in blushes. I've been really into the just nice light pinks here lately, but it's all right. All right, so there you go. It is pretty, and it does last. I used this a couple of times. Did I pick this up? I might pick this up on vacation. I can't remember. No, maybe not. No. Anyway, I'd like to get some more of these. I'm more into the liquid blushes than I used to be. The e.l.f. This is what got me into liquid blushes, and they're coming out right now, seem to be really popular. So, but I don't know, I like the formula. I'm gonna try to find a lighter shade, but this is a really nice one for summer. Kind of a mix of a bronze, bronzer, blush, pinky, brownish orange, I don't know. But yeah, it's laying very nicely over that foundation. No issues at all. Let's go ahead in with just a little bit of setting powder. I do not have any from Covergirl. I think I'm gonna go into the Pretty Smart palette. I did review this. I love this little guy so much. It's such a cute little palette. I've traveled with it. It has a setting powder, a bronzer, and a blush. They're beautiful. I love, love, love this palette. I'm going to use a little puff here and go into the setting powder and just gently set the center of my face. Because we're gonna go into a bronzer that I have never tried before. Next up, a new product, not new I don't think, but new to me. This is the Covergirl Trublend So Flushed Bronzer. High pigment bronzer. This is in the shade 390 Sunset Glitz. And I'll tell you what caught my attention. I knew it wasn't new because I have the Covergirl So Flushed High Pigment Blush in the shade Love Me, and I've used this for a long time and I love it. It's got a hint of shimmer in it. It's kind of like a peachy toned blush, but this seems to have just a slight amount of, it's not really shimmer. It's not matte, but it's not too shimmery either. But this just kind of caught my attention because it's a light-ish bronzer. It looked like, you know, one of those that you can just kind of put on, blend easily. This is a really blendable formula, which is why I like it so much. So I thought I'm gonna try this one as well. And it did not disappoint me. Now it's gonna look a little heavier with that blush I just put on. Probably could have done that in a different video, but that's okay. It's looking very bronzy right now. But this does blend so easily. I'm a little low with it there and forward, but fix that up here. But everything is looking very natural together. This foundation plays nicely. I've tried it with a couple different powders. I think I tried it with my e.l.f. earlier this week. And of course I used the Pretty Smart before, I used that today. So, I mean, it does just fine with anything you put over it. But I do like this bronzer. I just really like the formula of these. They have multiple shades of the blush, some deeper ones. This is more of like a peachy pink. Goes on pretty pink though, I like it. And I like this. This is nice, and it's nice and light. I don't know if they had anything deeper. I think this was the only shade they had. I'll have to see if they have any more. I'll link it below. But like I said, I bought this at CVS. I'm sure you can find it Walmart, Target, other places. So, okay, so I just went in with a little bit of my e.l.f. Wow Brow. Nothing new or special. Not doing a lot with that today. So let's go ahead, and I don't have a highlighter, but honestly, I think that this is giving me enough of a glow. I don't feel like I need it. I mean, it's really between that and maybe it's the bronzer. I don't know. No, the bronzer's pretty, it's not completely matte. It's pretty natural finish. So I think this is giving me just a little bit of a glow where I don't feel like I need highlighter. So I'm gonna skip that for the time being. Let's go ahead and do a very, very quick eye look. I'm just gonna go in with some e.l.f. I'm trying to use this up. Eyeshadow primer. And then we're gonna go in with one of my a Covergirl eyeshadow palette that I have had. I've already talked about in past videos. It's not new, but I do have a new mascara. And I've not seen it before in stores, so it may be new. Okay, just really quickly, this is one of my favorite little travel palettes. It's the Covergirl Clean Color. It's a quad. And what shade is this? This is Shimmering Beige. I love this matte right here. This is the best crease shade. I love it so much. And then they have a few other, the other three are shimmers. I really just like these two together. This one here on the end is pretty light. It's more like an inner corner shade, and then more of a bronzy, it's more like a goldish. I should try that one. Maybe I'll try that one. And then this one, what I usually use, this is kind of like a taupey shimmer. So let's just really quickly, we'll go ahead into this matte brown. I'm just gonna take that. I haven't been doing much with shadow lately. I think I mentioned in another video, I've just been taking kind of well, one of two things. I've either been taking my bronzer or a brown like this up in my crease, and then one shimmer shade over my lid, just because, I don't know, I just been lazy. Just been a little lazy. And I just feel like the more my eyes and skin age, it just looks better. The less I do, the better it looks. I don't know. It's just the best creased. I love it. Brown. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, let's do something different. And let's try this. I haven't tried this in a long time. I don't remember what it looks like. This is that goldish shade. I'm just gonna go in with my finger, and these are some intense shimmers in this palette. So just something to keep in mind. This one looks a little bit more glittery than I prefer. Yeah, maybe that's why I don't wear it often. I had forgotten. This one's not quite as glittery. That's okay. Just wanted to keep this drugstore and then as much Covergirl as I could. I'll do just a little bit of my Wet n Wild Color Icon liner in Simma Brown now. Love this. This is pretty much, this is my go-to liner for every day. All right, last new product that I have is the Covergirl Eye Enhancer Mascara. I just liked the nice pastel summery colors. This is called Intense Black. It says 3D mascara, curl, lift, and fan. So that's what kind of drew me into this. Okay, so it says the 50-degree curved fiber brush wraps and lifts every lash from root to tip for an instant up and out volume effect. No lash curler needed for all lash types. I mean, I'm gonna tell you now, it's not my favorite. I've used it a few times. It is definitely not my favorite. It's gentle on lashes, easy to remove. That I will agree with. This is very easy to get off, but part of that might be because it just doesn't really stay there. So at any rate, the wand is curved. I do like this kind of wand. It's not very bendy. It's pretty solid. We're just gonna go ahead and go in here and see how we do. And so see, I feel like it is a drier formula, which I definitely prefer. Just think it's easier to work with, but this is not giving me the length that I like. I'm getting volume, but I'm picky. I like them both. And what spoils me for that is the Milani highly rated anti-gravity. This is one of the best drugstore mascaras out there. Also the L'Oreal Panorama. That one's gorgeous. So I have not had the best luck with CoverGirl mascaras. If any of you have tried any that you really like, let us know. It's okay. Again, it's not bad. It's just, it's like it's not, I mean, I can build up some length and volume, but it doesn't stick around all day. It's not bad. It's good. It's just not as intense as what I prefer. If you like a nice natural mascara, you might like this. Because it does, you know, it does kind of give you that fanned out effect. It's just, I like intense. Wide, long, full lashes. And I get that with a couple of them. It's not my favorite, but it's not bad. It's not bad. I will use it. I mean, I've used it this week just to see, you know. And I'll tell you, one time I used it, I tried it with the Essence Volume Booster Lash Primer, and I do like this. It works pretty well with other mascaras, but not with this one. It just weighed everything down. Go on the lower lashes. I don't think it flaked. If I remember, I think I was able to wear this on my lower lashes, which is hard to find. It's interesting. These shades, the sides are not looking that different. Probably the bronzer evened them out a good bit, but actually it doesn't look bad. See, it doesn't look bad when you first put this on, but it's not gonna stay that way. And the plus side to that is, it doesn't make your lashes feel like stiff or anything. And it is very easy to remove. It's not a tubing mascara, but it is very easy to get off. I just use my face wash, it comes right off. But it just doesn't keep them quite as full as what I'd like. Now I've got them to about where I like them now. It's not gonna stay that way though. So again, the eye enhancer, probably won't buy again. There's too many others out there that I like more, and I'm so particular, but it's not bad. It's not bad. But again, CoverGirl, I don't go to CoverGirl for their mascaras, but I will tell you, just to recap some of these, and I've talked about this little eyeshadow palette before. The quality of this rivals high-end. I love this so much. These shimmers are so pigmented. I know you can probably see it's starting to calm down a little bit, but it's got a lot more shimmer than I typically like. But this one, I love this. These two together, beautiful combination. I love this taupey shade. Let's see once if I can just a little bit in the, yeah, no, it's not really showing up over that gold real well, but just those two together, I love. It's one of my favorite little palettes, more expensive than the e.l.f. The e.l.f. is just as good, but this one is excellent. I do like this bronzer. I would buy this again. These two together are gorgeous. You know, I'm not wearing this today. Actually, you know what? Why not? Because why not? It's not gonna look the same as it would if I didn't put on that liquid blush underneath, but let me just build this up a little bit. It just, oh, these are so pretty. If you're looking for a blush and you wanna try one, I mean, this, I've loved this for a long time. Since I bought it, I mean, I've had it for months and it's hardly made a dent, but really beautiful. And the bronzer, I would definitely purchase again. I really like this. This is a good one. This is just a little bit more than a skin tint. Like I said, I've gotten it built up to light, highlight, low, medium coverage. It's more than a skin tint, I think. It is beautiful. It is skin-like. It's very similar in finish, I think, to the e.l.f. with less coverage. Beautiful. I love it. I've been using it, so I'll probably use this through the summer as well. I don't have any CoverGirl lip products. I'm just gonna put on a little bit of this e.l.f. Gloss. I use this like lip balm. This is so good. These little Glow Reviver lip oils. I have a bunch of them. I think I'll do a little, maybe a short with these shades if anyone is interested. I have not all of them, but I just got Jam Session, one of the deeper shades. And the deeper that these get, the more that I like them. So I have Pink Quartz. This is Rose Envy. I have Honey Talks is a really nice one. I like that. And then I got Jam Session, and that one I think is my favorite. So these are just beautiful. But anyway, it's not CoverGirl. I wanted to make this as much CoverGirl as I could, but I didn't have quite as much as I thought. But anyway, full face of drugstore. Pretty inexpensive products. I would say I don't normally recommend buying at CVS unless you have coupons. Wait for the coupons, because I think I had a $5 off CoverGirl, and then I had a 30% off my whole purchase. And so I got quite a few new things. And again, these are the newbies. I think, is that everything? I think that might be it. At any rate, I think that is everything. Some goofy summer hair today. I got some sunscreen in it. Anyway, all right. Thank you so much for being here again. I will link all of these products down below so you can find them easily. I hope that you enjoy your week ahead, and I hope you make it a great day. Bye.